The Harvest.
Good afternoon to you, Africa. This is Imene Nouad with the latest news from across the continent and the world. The Polisario Front representative in Spain, Abdullah Arabi, says the Sahrawi people remain determined to pursue their struggle against the Moroccan occupying authorities until full independence. He urges the Spanish government to assume its historical responsibilities as thousands rally in Madrid marking 50 years of resistance and occupation. The Sahrawi People's Liberation Army reports a new strike against Moroccan occupation position in Guelta sector. According to the Sahrawi Defense Ministry, the attacks inflict heavy human and material losses along the Moroccan sand wall as operations continue. Turning to the Danish Refugee Council, as it warns that more than half of Sudan's population now requires humanitarian assistance. The needs surge as fighting persists between the army and the rapid support forces across the country. In northeastern Nigeria, 2 soldiers and 2 members of self-defense group were killed in an ambush attributed to terrorist linked to Daesh terrorist group. Military and UN security sources confirm an increase in extreme activity in the region. In Doha, a historic peace deal was signed between the DRC government and the M23, offering hope to end years-long conflict, with Qatari capital hosting the agreement after several negotiation rounds. Widad Alawa delves deeper into the topic.
In a landmark moment for Central Africa, the government of the Democratic Republic of Congo and the M23 took an important measure, considered widely hailed as a rare chance to finally halt one of the region's most protracted conflicts. Bienvenue Bakomania, the general director of the Congolese press agency, shares.
This agreement, negotiated after many months, has finally been signed, which also points to another agreement that could be signed in the coming days between the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Rwanda, and between the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the United States. This time it will concern economic integration because, according to the Congolese authorities, they consider this war to be a war of predation, and to put an end to this war, agreements, especially economic ones, must be signed.
Qatar hailed the Congo Peace Framework as a historic milestone, highlighting that 2 of its 8 protocols have already been signed, and the remaining 6 will be negotiated. The signing of this agreement marks a pivotal step toward lasting peace in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The historic deal offers renewed hope for stability and reconciliation.
In Kinshasa, the DRC hosts the 9th Great Lakes Country Summit, the first meeting of its kind in 4 years. The gathering aims to revive stalled regional diplomacy, strengthen the role of the ICGLR, and refocuses efforts on peace and economic integration in a region facing persistent crisis. Congolese press agency director Bienvenue Bakumania highlights the stakes of this renewed dialogue to Rania Eidkasi. Let's hear it.
4 heads of states from the Great Lakes sub-region have arrived in Kinshasa. They are Faustin Archange Touadéra of the Central African Republic, Idriss Déby Itno of Chad, João Lourenço of Angola, and President Evariste Ndayishimiye of Burundi. The 4 heads of states joined their counterpart Félix Tshisekedi for the 9th summit of the International Community of the Great Lakes region. The defense ministers had already reviewed the mechanisms and strategies to be implemented to ensure significantly enhanced security in the African Great Lakes sub-region.
Beaucoup plus accru dans la sous-région des Grands Lacs africains.
Benin's National Assembly adopts a significant constitutional revision at dawn with 90 votes in favor and 19 against. The reform creates a Senate and extends presidential and legislative terms from 5 to 7 years starting in 2026 while maintaining the 2-term limit. The institutional shift sparks debate across the political class and civil society alike, as Titi Lula, a Beninian journalist, explains more to Abdelmalik Bilhaushat.
Cette révision de la Constitution
The big change is the creation of the Senate. This means Benin's institutional landscape has shifted with the Senate now taking its place. Its role will be to keep an eye on political behavior and help clean up the political scene. Another major point is the President of the Republic will now serve a 7-year term. Municipal councillors, mayors, and members of parliament will also have 7-year terms. It's important to note that members of parliament now face more limits. Before, it was 3 terms. Once you have served 3 terms, that was it. You couldn't return. And another thing, if MP resign in the middle of their terms, if they leave their political party, they also leave the National Assembly and their deputy steps in to replace them.
avec cette nouvelle institution.
In Madagascar, bishops issue a warning to the new authorities against returning to old political practices. The clergy urges the government to uphold democratic principles and avoid repeat tensions that have marked past governance. Yasmin Ben Ashur talks more.
Madagascar's Catholic Church voices strong concerns over the direction of the country's political transition, warning against a possible return to old governance practices following the ouster of former President Andry Rajoelina. In a statement issued after their General Assembly in Antananarivo, the 31 bishops urged the new authorities to swiftly translate popular demands into concrete social and economic reforms and to end privileges long enjoyed by officials of the former regime. The bishops also cautioned that certain actors are attempting to undermine the course of change and weaken the momentum of the popular uprising, stressing that the success of the transition will require both public support and a change in societal attitudes. As court cases against members of the former government continue, the Church urges the country to restore justice after years of impunity. It also warns against using these cases for political purposes or turning them into acts of revenge.
In Algeria, the first edition of the Timimoun International Short Film Festival continues with a screening of 61 short films from 31 countries. Senegal is honored as the guest of this edition alongside strong participation from Algerian and foreign filmmakers, enriching the cultural scene of the Southwest region. And that was all for today's Harvest. Thank you to paying attention to the fullest, and thank you to the team behind the board, especially the control board. And we will keep you entertained with Ifriqiya FM, The Voice.